Gucci, Louis Prada Gucci, Louis Prada Gucci. Pop them tags, pop them tags. I know some high class, bougie chicks. Fifth Ave to a day on some movie.
I'm not naming no names, but I wish you guys knew how easy it is to fake being wealthy for the internet here in LA. A lot of those big money guys and your favorite creators don't live where you think they live. So up the street from here, we have this $100 million mansion that costs $90 an hour to rent out. A lot of creators rent that space once a week, film their content, and make it look like they live there. Rent a Lamborghini or a Ferrari, 99 bucks an hour. It gets crazier because most people in LA have a following, because to be a model or an actor, there's a lot of casting calls you can't go to unless you have a following. What used to happen is when you got with an agency, they would dump you a bunch of bots. Now most people realize how that damages an account, but the metrics are still there. And since most people don't know how to do that, they end up buying followers, likes, comments, shares, everything, so they can go to casting calls and keep their agency. There's even more because there's agency funded houses out here. Anyone who's part of that agency can go film there and make it look like they live there. And they encourage you to do this because it looks better for the internet. But there's even more because we also have designer rental services. It's between $300 and $800 a month, and you get bags, shoes, sunglasses, clothing, anything you need, all designer. Just wear it, get your pictures, and then send it back. As long as you don't ruin it, you don't have to pay for it. You can fully construct a lifestyle out here of wealth. And that's part of the reason we're starting to get a bunch of influencer debt resolution companies now. Like, you don't need to feel bad about yourself. Just wear the 10-cent shirt from the thrift store. Nobody cares, I promise you. Build your content around something else. You don't have to look rich to be a creator.
I feel like so many people on the internet act fake rich. And it really irks me just because it just creates this idea, especially here on social media, that you're supposed to have and supposed to be at a certain point, even when those people that are pretending aren't even at that point. For example, this is stemming from, I just got this car and it's a Mazda, and I'm so proud of this car. I worked hard for it. I was able to put a lot of money down on it, and I said that it was my dream car. And although like every single comment has been so sweet, congratulating me, people saying that Mazda is their dream car, there were a few comments, and some that I deleted because that were like, really, a Mazda is your dream car? A Mazda? And I'm like, yeah, a Mazda. I'm very mindful with my coins. What? Also, I do very well for myself, but I'm living within what I have at the moment. A new Mazda car is incredible to be able to afford to get myself. What are we even talking about? I feel like people, and of course they're burner accounts, and I'm like, the people that are commenting that, do you even have $1,000 in your bank account? Do you even have the credit score to get the car? You know what I mean? Like, it's things like that where like people just pretend to be fake rich. It's the weirdest thing that happens on the internet. Granted, there are some real rich bitches out here, period, but I feel like they don't give off that energy. They're just rich and they just do their thing. I feel like it's always the fake rich people that just do too much. You know what I mean? Another example is that I want a Coach bag. Like, there's a specific Coach bag. I'm actually getting her tonight because Coach is hosting an exclusive event with me and my friends. Anyway, it's part of their new fall collection, and I was thinking to myself, like, oh my God, it's expensive. It's $600. Like, I personally have not spent $600 on a bag ever. This would be my most expensive bag purchase so far. I get my purses from Burlington, from Aldo. Like, I remember a time before I feel like Coach became like popular again, when people would kind of be like, Coach, and like, Coach. Yeah, Coach is not cheap. Like, what are we even talking about? Michael Kors, Coach, Kate Spade. These bags are not like cheap bags. Like, I don't know where, I just, granted, I obviously know there's way more expensive bags. Like, that's probably where that comparison came from. And then people like to downgrade something when it seems like more accessible. So because more people can afford a Coach bag versus like a Birkin or a Prada bag, then now it's like, because it's accessible, right? Regardless, this bag, the bag that I'm getting, can be someone's dream bag. This Mazda can be someone's dream car. Like, I am very fortunate to be able to afford these things, all while being able to afford them, doing what I love every single day as my job. So it's like people will try their hardest to bring you down when they see that you are thriving and you're excited about something. No matter how big or no matter how small your goal is or how small someone else thinks it is, if it's big to you, then it's a big deal, okay? But yeah, that's my rant for the day. Go out and enjoy the things that you love, y'all. Bye.
Run off on who? We was in a hunt for weeks. My African girl from Ghana, when she's mad, she's decent treat. Like, oh, mom, it's Trey. Like, baby, why you vex? You knew I was a scammer. Insane.
It just
me, but I feel like the whole aesthetically pleasing phase on social media is just so fake. Like, majority of y'all are faking y'all lifestyle. And I get it, fake it until you make it, which is cool. But it's just like, come on now. Everybody life just ain't like that. I just like raw content. Like, I like raw content. If you really living like that, I like it. Like, I like it. But it's just certain things. It just be like, come on now. Please, like everybody wants to live up to this IG baddie life or very demure life, and it's just like, it's okay if you still live a regular life or if you still trying to make it happen. Like, it's okay to still just be with the vibes. Like, sometimes you could really just be with the vibes and no aesthetic. Like, be yourself. Like, am I tripping? Because I know I'm not being a hater. I like it, but it's just like, I feel like a lot of people faking the lifestyle and everything just looks a little too polished. And it's just like, come on, it's real life, and it's a young kid looking up to you, probably about to blow their fucking head off trying to be that damn perfect. Y'all be for real.
Let's just be honest.
Say what you tell.
Let's just be real.
Say one time.
You ain't got no cash.
Hey.
You ain't got no dollar.
Hey.
The things people will do in Miami to pretend they have money is, I'm from here and I'm still shocked. I went to go see an apartment in Brickell. It's like the business district of Miami. It's a luxury building. I was really excited to see it, and honestly, I was thinking about signing on the spot. I've been wanting to move into this building, and when I saw there's something opened up and it was a good price, I was like, perfect. I just need to see it, and then that's it. I'll sign it. Lo and behold, when I get there, there's just like this, what looks like a curtain, like a shower curtain, right behind the kitchen. And I asked the girl that's living there, I was like, what is that? Like, is that supposed to be there? And she tried to brush it off, but something told me, like, keep asking her. So she told me, oh no, that's a den. We just like put stuff there. And I was like, oh, okay. And some random girl pops out of there. And I was like, what's going on? She's like, oh no, this is your roommate. And she told me, oh no, the girl, she's really quiet. Like, you won't even feel her. Mind you, the apartment is for one person. So I was surprised there was someone else living there. They made a makeshift room by putting a shower curtain behind the kitchen. And I was just thinking, like, how do you have people over? How are you supposed to explain the random girl living behind the shower curtain in a makeshift room? I'm low-key horrified, but I'm already there, so I'm like, just let me see the rest of the apartment. I take a look at everything else, and her entire closet made up of like 10 items, and they were all luxury items, but she only had 10 items. It's like what are you wearing if you don't wash your clothes basically on a weekly basis? This building is one of the nicest buildings in the entire city, and that's happening. Like, what's going on? It's really sad to see people pretending to live a life that they can't afford. The moral of the story is, don't believe everything you see. But like, oh my god, girls, like, don't be like that, please. It's so weird. Anyways, I have to go look for other apartments now.
Niggas' whole Instagram page to give celebrity. Whole time they be broke in real life. A nigga post 20 racks on their story. Don't even got $20 to their name. That should be so crazy.
Because honestly, let's talk about it. There was this girl on Instagram. I thought she was rich. Girl was on back-to-back trips. Human hair, nails done, everything. She attended every event I ever wanted to go to. She was out with celebrities. Let's not even get started on the outfits, the handbags, everything. And it wasn't until I made friends with her friends. And honey, they weren't her friends. When I tell you the tea was hot, like, shorty couldn't even afford gas. Gas, bro. They were literally complaining about her asking them for $20 because she was stranded. So shorty was just on a trip to Jamaica. I think the worst part for me was when they told me she only had like $3 in her bank account. But honestly, this was the reality check I needed. After that bubble burst for me, I really realized I was actually doing well in life. Now every time she posts, I'm just like... because she'll really spend her last dollar on getting her Instagram posts and hair and like background, but she can't even afford to eat. Could it be me?
I don't know who needs to hear this, but you motherfuckers gotta stop trying to appear as if you are living above your means, because some of this shit just doesn't even make sense. So it used to be a point in time where you would, be able to tell when a motherfucker was just bad with money. They were just living above their means. They'll spend their last on their outfit. Now, you motherfuckers are so wrapped up into social media that you don't even care about how you look in reality. We know for a fact that you cannot afford those $700 Balenciagas. They are Balenciagas. What would possess you to go purchase a bag that, when it's authentic, costs $7,000? We know that the bag's fake, ma'am. It came from China. AliExpress, Temu, whatever the fuck, all of them other little Chinese sites. Yeah, it's not making sense. And then some of you guys are passing the shit down to your children. You got your children running around and flashing the fake designer and, you know, just trying to give off this persona as if, you know, you just got it like that. Instead of installing in them that it's okay to live according to your income. You know what I'm saying? If we ain't got it like that, trust and believe, you could be a bad bitch in a $9.99 Fashion Nova outfit. It's about personality, not how you appear. And that's what's part of what's going wrong with the world in social media, and, you know, just living a reality versus a fantasy, and how you look to other people. Start searching within yourself and realizing that you can be exactly who you are without the extra fake shit. I mean, you know, goddamn. Motherfuckers can tell, you know, in your real life. Motherfuckers can tell when the shit's not adding up, when the shit's fake. So why do you want to hop on social media and live this facade? That's just not... Teach your kids better. But some of y'all can't teach your kids. Can't teach your kids no better because you on here acting like you don't know no better. Just make it make sense.
I haven't already come across an Instagram rich person. Let me tell you one thing about Instagram rich people. They look very wealthy on Instagram. They look like they are constantly in these luxury bags, designer clothing, all of that great stuff. And then when you go out to restaurants, higher end restaurants, bills can be pricey. These people don't order any food, and if they do, they just want to share with you. So this isn't like once in a while kind of thing. It happens repeatedly, okay? It happens so often that you start questioning, like, and then they keep taking pictures in those restaurants. Like, they just want to go to those restaurants to take the pictures and to post it on their Instagram so that they look rich, but they don't really eat there properly, and they don't really take in the experience of it or any of it. They just want to be there for pictures. Okay, let me quickly show you guys what I'm wearing. This is a blazer from Revolve. I'm wearing it with an Abercrombie shirt. This skirt is actually linked on my LTK. I think it's from H&M. And then also shoes, loafers. That's what I'm wearing. This is a bag that I just got that I'm gonna wear with it. It's from Strathberry. I actually got inspired by Meghan Markle. I know you guys hate Meghan Markle, but I really like her. So this was that. And then these are the glasses I'm gonna wear with it. So yeah, that is my outfit. All right, I am running late, so I gotta go. This was just to tell you guys that not everything is what it seems. So whenever you see a supremely wealthy person on Instagram, it might be the case that they're actually not wealthy.
95% of Americans are fake rich.
Yeah.
They may have, a nice big house, the fake Rolex or the fake this on, but the problem with many people in my generation is they look rich, but they're fake rich. So the first thing that most guys buy is the big house. Then they drive nice cars, and then they have a lot of bling. But that's a very, very poor person. If you really want to have the nice things of life, focus again on assets. Is that if I want a new Rolls Royce, a new Ferrari, I buy the asset first, then it buys the Rolls Royce. So what's buying my Rolls Royce right now is I have apartment houses and golf courses. I just focus here, and I can get anything I want here.
So can you smell the
100%.
rich and the fake rich?
Yes.
What's the difference between people who are actually rich and those who are acting like they're rich?
People who are actually rich, like you rich. And sorry guys,
That's good. That's good.
They're not concerned about impressing you.
Interesting.
They are, I talk about this in my book, they are apex predators. They do not worry about what you think about them.
Wow.
It is the guy that you see walking into a 3 Michelin star restaurant in a quiet, normal looking outfit, sweater vest situation, eats his meal, leaves a 50% tip because they can. That's true wealth. Then you've got the wannabe wealth that goes to that same restaurant, dripped out in a designer label, is, making a scene. Why isn't this water sparkling? This is still. I don't like that. No. Like, just really, really new to the experience and then leaves it 10% tip.
Wow. It's an interesting thing. I believe that many people stay poor trying to appear rich.
That's right.
In other words, they think if they fake it until they make it, if they wear those Balenciaga shoes and have the big, fancy, obnoxious watch that everyone can see, and they pull their sleeve up to show it off in what they think is a surreptitious manner, but it looks pretty ostentatious. And if you do that before you even make it, then your chances of making it, I think, are reduced because you've got the wrong attitude.
Instagram, people look like they have a much better life than they really do. People are posting pictures of when they're really happy. They're modifying those pictures to be better looking. If they're not modifying the pictures, they're at least selecting the pictures. People basically seem, they're way better looking than they basically really are, way happier seeming than they really are. So if you look at everyone on Instagram, you might think, man, there are all these happy, beautiful people, and I'm not that good looking and I'm not happy. So I must suck, and that's gonna make people sad. So when in fact, those people you think are super happy, actually not that happy. Some of them are really depressed, they're very sad. Some of the happiest seeming people, actually some of the saddest people in reality.
I've been seeing people on here posting about rich and fake rich, and a lot of these people clearly have not been around the uber wealthy, and I think like to catch on to little tidbits of what they think they know. And I hear a lot of the connotation of, oh, well, extreme wealth is very quiet, and you always know if people are flaunting, the Gucci logo or the Chanel logo, they probably don't have it. First of all, I think it's totally wild people are saying rich and fake rich. But I understand the concept. But I will tell you this. In this day and age, you cannot tell in terms of how somebody dresses as far as what their net worth is. I would say maybe 20, 30 years ago, you could. But in 2024, you have so many ultra wealthy, especially ultra wealthy kids, or forget even ultra wealthy kids. You have a lot of kids that also might have come from lower income or middle income households who have struck it big, whether it been in crypto, whether it been just through education and good investments, and have an immense amount of money. Let's not even talk about billionaires. I'm talking about just like everyday multimillionaires making seven figures as it is normal. It is very prevalent in today's society. This is not for people to come on here and bash people who have money. I don't want to hear it. Don't leave some stupid comment like that, because then this post is not for you. This is just for people who are interested in things of that nature. The point is, you cannot really tell based upon, oh, someone's wearing loud, Gucci from head to toe, and you can tell, and they're probably fake rich. No, there's a very high chance they probably do have a lot of money. Granted, I know you could have someone like that who's also living in Section 8 housing. I'm aware of that. But just know you cannot start saying on here, oh, majority of the uber wealthy don't show their wealth. That's completely false. I grew up half my time during the season in Palm Beach, Florida, one of the wealthiest places in the United States. And I could tell you this, that there are the uber wealthy 70, 80-year-old people drip down in diamonds and Gucci and living in a $40 million home, and I bet somebody on here would be like, oh, they're fake rich. No, they are rich, wealthy, rich. So the point is, don't just judge a book by its cover, but judge them where they are seen.